Hello and welcome to my podcast, The Creative Light. In today's episode, I will be giving you 10 tips on how to grow your YouTube channel. These are personally my top 10 tips on what I use to grow my channel from zero to where I am right now. Obviously, I'm not some big YouTuber. I just do this for fun, hopefully to inspire you guys and get your guys' creativity and your light for creativity going. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into today's podcast, and I'll break down my 10 tips for you guys. But before you do, like usual, we do every episode, here is today's shout out of the video. And yeah, if you want a shout out in my next podcast, be sure to drop a comment in this video and hit that subscribe button, and you will be entered in the next podcast. So let's go ahead and go right into these 10 top tips. Alright, my number one big tip is be consistent. I know it is so hard, and it's so hard for me even to this day, but when I am consistent and I have a posting schedule, it really helps, and that's really when I see the most growth. And it's going to take a lot of effort to get started. It's not just, simple, upload a few videos and boom, here you are, you're big. Like, maybe if you have some crazy luck, good for you. I have been doing this since November of 2021 now, and I do it for fun, so I just love it, and I'm so excited that I get to create and have fun making these videos for you guys, and that you guys enjoy them, and that this many people get to enjoy them. Like, the fact that 3,000 people enjoy my videos is so cool, and yeah, I just love it. But that's my number one tip, is be consistent. So I'm trying to post twice a week, a long form video, one podcast and one long form video. Now, I'm still in school, I still have all the other things, so sometimes I only get one, and every once in a while I get none. And on those days I try to be active on my community tab, which you get once you get, I think, 500 subscribers, which is great because the community tab is another great way to just kind of connect with your community and build a community, and I definitely recommend doing that. And my second tip, after trying to be consistent and have like a posting schedule, is to love what you create. If you don't love what you create, you're not gonna last long for a channel, and you wanna really enjoy what you're creating. For me, I would be creating art whether it was for YouTube or not, and I just decided to make it into videos for you guys because it inspires people and brings them joy, and that's my goal. And so my second tip is to love what you are creating. Now, number 3 is to engage with your audience. So respond to all of your comments, heart your comments, reply to them, make friendships. I think that really helps your channel, and it's really fun too because it gives a personal connection. And if you take some time at the end of your day to respond to your comments or ask people to leave comments in your videos, it's just really fun, and you can all chat down there together. You don't really just have to chat to me. You could chat to other people in the comments, which is also super fun. So that's my third tip, engage with your audience. Number 4 is promote your channel. Tell your family, tell your friends, don't be afraid to put yourself out there, post on other social media platforms. I personally just do YouTube and Instagram for my small business, but I don't have a bunch of other platforms, but I do tell family, friends, people who I think these videos or podcasts would bring joy. And yeah, that's my 4th little tip there. Number 5 is it just takes time. Growing your channel takes time. Like I said, I've been doing this since 2021 now, which I know isn't like a super long time for some channels out there who have been doing it for like years and years on end. But for me, it's pretty long, and I think it's been really fun so far, and I'm super, super thankful that I started my channel and I get to inspire the people that I do. But it does take some time, and you just gotta know that at first, and don't get discouraged. Just keep going and know that you are at least inspiring someone, and that you are at least making it someone's day by posting your video. And it just takes time. Going back, watching my old videos, I'm like, oh my goodness, like they have improved so much. And I encourage you not to delete your old videos or old content, because it is so fun to go back and look at it and see how much you have improved. Alright, my tip number 6 is to make clear thumbnails. Now, if you're doing like a, let's say for example, plan with me video, I wouldn't just leave it on the thumbnail that it uploads to YouTube. I would take the extra time and make a thumbnail so that when it comes up, someone can read it and click on it right away. Personally, I like to use big text. If you shrink down your thumbnail in whatever app you're making your thumbnail in, for me, I use like Procreate or Fonto to make my thumbnails. I will shrink it down and make sure I can read the words when it's pretty small, because when you're thinking about it, someone could be viewing it either on their mobile device like an iPhone, or they could be watching it on your TV. So you want to be able to read the letters on your thumbnail really clearly. So I like to use bigger, bolder font, or thicken it, or add a shadow or something like that, just so that it's really clear. Make your thumbnails clear what they are. And I usually don't like to put a solid background. Like, I like to have a picture that kind of coincides with the video, if that makes sense, so you can kind of tell at a glance if you want to click on your video, because that also helps. So clear thumbnails. Shorts helped me immensely. Number 7 tip is definitely take advantage of the shorts. They are so helpful. I will post about 1 short a day if I can on like a good week. This week I think I posted like 5 shorts, which is great. Like, if I can post 5 shorts and 2 long form videos, that would be amazing. They do take a lot of work to make a bunch, but if you make them in batches, it is so worth it, and you can schedule them out. And then if you use trending audio, that also helps a lot to get into the algorithm. Use trending audio when you make your shorts, and that can help boost your views, which helps boost your subscribers. So that is that. If you're growing, that is tip number 7. Tip number 8 is to take the time to write out your description boxes. Now, you might be like, no, I don't really need to. I recommend it. I see a difference when I describe what I'm doing in my video, in my description boxes, even in my shorts. I feel like they go further and they reach more people, which is help spreading the creativity even further for me, which is my goal, depending on what your niche is. But yeah, definitely write the description boxes. Take the extra minute or two to just type something out, even if you just put your title of your video in your description box. Just write something. So that is tip number 9. And then last but not least, we have tip number 10, which is make your titles clear. Now, I would just write like February Plan With Me 2023. And then I would break it with like a line, and I would describe the plan with me, and then I would break it with another line, and then add like an emoji or something. But I would just make your titles super clear, make it exactly what it needs to be, only the words that it needs to be, like not simplest plan with me I've ever made. I would do like March Plan With Me, just so that it's easy to search and easy and clear to read what it is. I do think emojis are fun to add. I try and add like 1 emoji to each title, because I think it adds a little bit of flair, and I don't know, it's just fun, kind of adds a feeling with the title. So I do recommend doing that, but I would just make clear titles and make it short if possible. So those are my 10 tips for growing my YouTube channel. It's what I use, it's what I'm using. Hopefully these were helpful for you. And that is going to be it for today's episode of the Creative Light podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have any podcast series ideas, questions, or any other thoughts, let me know. All of your feedback down in the comments below. Keep an eye out on my community tab so you can have a vote in what our upcoming podcasts are going to be about. Thanks again for listening, and until next time, stay creative. Bye, friends.